Hello, Tiger sports fans, and welcome to the very first episode of the new segment we are starting here at Tiger Sports Nation, titled TSN Featured. As your host and producer, Lexi Maynor, I'll be sitting down with players and coaches to provide an inside look at the key members of DePauw Athletics. Today, we're talking women's basketball. The Tigers, who just won their 7th conference title in the last 9 years, are currently 27-1 and are ranked 3rd heading into the NCAA Division III tournament. This is the 17th consecutive year the Tigers have gone dancing. Clearly, this season has been a success so far, and this has much to do with senior Sydney Kopp. Kopp has made history this season by not only becoming DePauw's all-time leading scorer, but after Friday's performance, she now holds the record for the most three-pointers as well. However, after sitting down with Sydney, I learned that she does not give herself all the credit for this accomplishment at all, but gives thanks to her teammates, Coach Huffman, former player Maya Howard, and her very large family. She specifically highlights her grandpa, who has given her the nickname of the Woman in the Arena. Here's the first subject of TSN Featured, number 30, Sydney Kopp. Can you tell me a little bit about your nickname for her?
Oh, you mean I call her the Woman in the Arena?
Uh-huh.
That's right. Well, that goes, the little article, just a little, was written by Teddy Roosevelt. I don't know if you knew that, called The Man in the Arena. And it's basically what I remember of that, but it's about, he's talking about the days of the gladiator and all that. It says that, winning is great, but it's not what you're judged by, and it's not the greatest thing. What you're judged by is how many times you get when you get knocked down and you get up again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing I've tried to impress upon her, and I'm glad that she mentioned that to you.
Yeah.
Because that means that she remembers it. So I'm getting emotional. So.
Why do you love basketball?
Wow. It'd be easier to answer like the opposite of that. There's so many things I could say. My name is Sydney Kopp, and I'm a senior on the women's basketball team. Growing up, I just kind of followed what my older sister did, and I played softball growing up because she played Division I softball. And then once I got to high school, I played both, and then just realized that I like basketball and like the environment and the pace of the game so much more.
Sydney Kopp. I think back to the times where we were recruiting her, and tremendous player at summer basketball. We had to recruit her a long time before we could convince her to come to DePauw. She had so many opportunities she was looking for academically and from a basketball standpoint. Once Sydney arrived at DePauw, she's been committed to basketball from day one, as well as her academics. But this young woman is very passionate and fired about the game. It's really fun to watch someone to come in their freshman year and who they end up being as a senior. And her growth has been tremendous each season. Her freshman year, she started for us, was an impact player, but really an offensive player. And she's developed her offensive game, so she's really hard to defend. She can do a little bit of everything, but she's also become a tremendous defender and a rebounder. So she's such a complete player right now. The other thing she's done is she's grown in her leadership ability. She's grown in the mental game, and that's been fun to watch her kind of take, those moments where maybe she didn't succeed the way she wanted to and work on kind of beating that mental game. And she's helped her teammates become stronger in that as well. Yeah, she brings a lot of energy, and she's got a goofy sense of humor. She helps the team relax when they need to relax. So she knows what they need and what they need from her, without the ball in her hands. But she's been a tremendous leader with the ball in her hands too. She gives the team and the individuals a lot of confidence. The way she plays and the way she talks to them, the way she encourages them and their skill set.
This encouragement is reciprocated by Sydney's teammates, who she thanks for her personal accomplishments this season. Like on February 8, 2020, at a game against Hiram, Sydney made history by breaking the all-time career scoring record at DePauw, passing former player and best friend Maya Howard.
It's kind of surreal that, my best friend's record, and now me and her are 1 and 2, which, to be honest, I wouldn't want to beat anybody else. She's I looked up to her every year. She was always a year older than me. I always looked up to her and her moves, and she would always teach me new moves down there. So it's kind of I like to give her a lot of the credit. It's a great feeling. It's a whole team award, to be honest. Every single teammate I've had finding me in passes, and it's not an individual sport down there. So it feels great to be here and to have gotten it. But a lot of credit's due to Mites and the coaches and being able to actually find me on the floor.
The compatibility of this 2020 team goes beyond the game itself and is shown in the way they interact with each other, both on and off the court.
We can go to practice and work extremely hard and be super competitive, but also you get to the locker room and it's always like, hey Sydney, how was your day? Or just Haley or somebody else just saying a goofy comment to you. So just having these silly relationships, but then getting to the floor and knowing that we're all here for the same goal. We all want to win a national championship, and we can act seriously and get on each other at the floor, but still be really good friends afterwards. And I think that's the reason why we've been so good, because every single person knows that if somebody's getting on you in practice, it's not because we don't like you, it's not because we're mad at each other, it's because we want to be the best team that we could possibly be.
Sydney's character, energy, and drive has much to do with the individuals she says have had the biggest influence on her life: her family.
On a personal level, my parents obviously always supported me.
Accompanied by her parents, Kevin and Jenny Kopp, and her brothers Brandon and Christopher. These two have made numerous...
They helped me see the positives when all I could see is the negatives. Also, my grandpa, he is probably DePauw's biggest fan. He's just been a great role model for me. He'll call me almost every day if I ask him to, and just tell me. He always calls me the woman in the arena, and me and him just have a really, really special relationship.
Every game since she's been in school, I've watched, because I stream. I streamed all the games. I watched them. Yeah, there's nothing. I told Sydney everything that I think about her and another game, but I always tell her. There's a few things that I tell her. One is to have fun. And play your game, play the Sydney game. I have a little saying that I tell her: play hard, study harder, and pray hardest. So, and I tell her that that's a lesson not only in English, but a lesson for life for her. So.
It's safe to say Sydney has made her mark both on and off the court at DePauw over these last 4 years. While her career as a Tiger is coming to a close, she says she is not quite done yet, and if all goes as planned, she will be taking her athletic talents to Europe to play professional ball before attending law school. Basketball has taught her more than the skills shown on the court, but it's taught her a lot about herself and even more about life.
Basketball really isn't just a sport. 10 years from now, I don't think I'm going to look back and remember me shooting threes, and I'm going to remember the best friends I made and the relationship I had with the coaches, and how much it's made me learn how to work as a team player, learn how to get through difficult situations. I'm going to look back and realize how much this game has really changed me, because I just know that if it wasn't for basketball, I would be a completely different person. It's definitely made me a stronger person, a better person, a person who's more understanding. I understand people more and we have more compassion for when other people are having a hard day now. So I would say it's taught me numerous lessons, and I could probably go on with even more things.
Okay. Hey Sid, you're great, Sid. You were fantastic tonight, as usual. You played your game. You got up and you fought back. And I told you many times You demonstrate that you are my hero. You are the woman in the arena. And don't forget that. And I'm sure that you don't. So keep up the good work. Remember, have fun and relax.
Wow.
Yep. And Mom, Nana, and I are praying for you all the time, and we love you. So keep up the good work, babes. See you tomorrow.
And you can also see the woman in the arena tomorrow right here at Neal Fieldhouse as the Tigers faced Webster. I, along with all of Tiger Sports Nation, wish Coach Huffman and the team good luck. Once again, I'm Lexi Maynor, and this has been TSN Featured. We'll see you next time.